damage, and I came out on the winning side of it. I think I think everyone got what they wanted out of that. But I feel good physically. Just my eyes, I guess it's a little swollen, but like my hands, everything's good. So.
And I know obviously it was the violence we expected, but was there anything that surprised you about just how it played out?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get into my rhythm earlier. I really did, man. I really thought I was gonna get into my rhythm earlier. He backed away. He was good at he was pretty evasive. I thought we were gonna stand. I really did. I thought we were gonna fucking stand. I thought I was gonna be able to come in with like real snappy 1-2s, like pop, But every time I went to load up, I kind of load up on my jab, and he was gone. So yeah, I wasn't able to get into my rhythm right off the bat. I got takedown right away. So awfully not even a good shot. So I was like, all right, I can wrestle. If I need to wrestle, I can wrestle. You know what I mean? So I established that, and I think that helps too. Like when the guy knows that you can take him down if you want, I think that goes a long way.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we saw you wrestling, we saw some jiu-jitsu from you, we saw you throw obviously a pretty nice head kick there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's the most complete performance of your career?
Yeah, I would say so. It's probably I've never thrown a head kick before, and but I was on Team Turbo, Doc Turbo, Ross Levine. I trained with him for one camp, and now I'm fucking throwing head kicks. It probably wasn't that pretty, but I'm not like super flexible, so I have to like jump off the ground to do it. But I'll work on that.
Yeah, it wasn't bad for your first time.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, thanks.
If somebody had told you 5 years ago that you would be on CBS opening up in front of the fans here at the Forum, what would you have said?
Man. Well, 5 years. So when did I last fight? 2017. That was the 5 years ago. Then I didn't want it then. Like that's because I was doing so bad already. Like in that, I was already on that downward spiral that it turned me off to. Like I knew I didn't deserve to be here, so it made me like resent fighting because like I wasn't earning it. So then I didn't want it. So the 5 years I was like, fuck it. If you would have told me I'd been serious, like, fuck that. I don't even want to fight. But 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Dude, if you told me that, asked me that question 2 or 3 years ago, I would have been. We talked about it in the room today before we came here. I wanted to come back so bad. It seemed so far out of reach, so far. I was down I was down the worst fucking rabbit hole you can imagine. You know what I'm saying? And let me just silence this fucking thing. Sorry. I would have. It was hard. It's been a long road, Nolan. It's been a fucking long road, man.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you, bro.
Brendan, right here.
Up, bro?
Question for you. It takes a lot for a guy to really make Hamasi look like that after a fight. Talk to me about how you felt as you were just kind of rolling and throwing that whole fight. That was a lot of output, a lot of shots thrown, and man, that was an impressive performance. So let me know how you felt as you were just kind of throwing and flowing in there. Flowing and throwing.
No, I felt, like I said, it took me a little while to get into my rhythm. He was a little more evasive than I thought he was going to be. I really thought we were going to kind of stand and trade, and I thought I was going to be able to come right down the pipe with some shit, but I kind of had to chase him around a little bit. And then once I got in, once I felt what he had, you know what I mean? Like once I felt his kicks, and once I felt, not that he doesn't kick hard or hit hard, but I mean, I associate getting leg kicked by this kid I got kicked by in the tournament. That's like, those are the leg kicks that I remember. You know what I'm saying? And that fucking kid hurt me with leg kicks back in the day. So I'm like, oh fuck, leg kick. But once I'm like, oh, like no one kicks like that kid I fought a long time ago. So once I felt his shit, I was like, all right, I'm good. And I saw him backing up. And after the second round, my coach was yelling at me to cut the cage off and stick jabs. Cause I got a good jab, Once I started using some real boxing and feinting, and because I got a little bit of quickness, Once I started really establishing the game plan that we talked about, it takes me a while to get my. I'm gonna get instant. I want to knock people out fast. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want to box. I want to bang. So yeah.
Thank you. And one more question for you. I've got a hell of a lot of people messaging me. I'm from Connecticut just as much as you, and I can't imagine how many messages you're getting. Yeah. But what do you have to say for all of our friends back home?
Stay warm. No. Thanks for everyone from Connecticut. Everyone who's had my back. You know, and everyone that's been rooting for me, man. To you know, like even when I wasn't rooting for myself, man, people were rooting for me. Gotta get back in there, bro. Come on, you got this, man. You got it. You got the talent. You gotta get back in there. And I'm like, fuck, dude, fuck, it's too far gone. You know, but everyone, they wanted me back, and so much encouragement, man, so much support. You know, from a small state, small town that we're from, it's gnarly, dude. It's super gnarly. Yeah, thank you, man.
Hey, Brent. You called out Dalton Rosta after your fight, and he took to social media and he said he accepted the fight. So is that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's up to Bell. My coach is pissed at me. They want me to stay at 170, dude. He's like, you're not as big as you used to be. That fucking kid's way bigger than you. He ain't better looking and fucking more jacked. I'm like, fuck, dude, fuck. He's like, you're jealous of him. I'm like, nah, I mean, come on. Nah, dude, me and Dalton, we've been fucking poking at each other, dude. And would it be a fun super fight? I think it would be fun. Dude, come on. You know that would be a fun ass fight. I was bullshitting with his manager when I first came back. I said, dude, that dude like is a younger version of me. He's a little more cut up and diesel than I was, dude, you know, when I was at 85. But he reminded me just of me. And I'm like, yo, that would be such a fun fight. You know, I don't fucking hate the guy. He don't hate me. He's better. He's good at the memes and shit. He makes funny ass fucking memes, dude. He gets under my skin. He knows he gets under my fucking skin. Calls me old and washed up and shit. I said I was knocking dudes out when you were in fucking middle school. He's like, yeah, that's right. You're fucking old and washed. I was like, you fucking cocksucker. You know, but it's all good, man. You know, it's all good. If they want to make that fight, I'm obviously down for the fight. We've been chirping each other for a long time. You know.
If you listen to your coaches and don't go up to middleweight, is there someone in the welterweight
I
division?
want to fight for the belt, man. I want to fight for the title. Man. No, nobody brings it. No one in the whole division brings it like I do. No one in the promotion brings it like I do. You know what? Maybe the Pitbull brothers. You know who else? Who else, dude? You know who else? Who else brings it like I do? I got 100% finish rate. 100%, dude. Against some dudes that can crack too. You know what I mean? So.
Sure. Then finally for me, man, if there's somebody watching this right now and you know they want to get clean but they don't know how to, what's your message to them?
Just do it. Take this step. Just do it. Go to detox. Get it done. You know, and then ride that grind out. The next when you going to detox is the easy part. Go. You know, it's the easy part. It's those next 6 months to a year, and you just got to get through it. And it's so hard. I know how fucking hard it is. Trust me, it's so hard. Just grind it out, and you'll be so happy you grinded it out. You know, and it might take you a couple times. And if you trip and fall, don't beat yourself up, dude. I tried to get clean for like 10 years. 10 years I tried to get clean for until I finally got clean. It's a process, man, and it's hard, and it's so hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Dude, cage fighting is nothing compared to getting clean. Nothing, dude. It's nothing. So just take that step, go to detox, go to rehab, and then grind it out. And I tell everybody, if you need me, get at me in my inboxes, dude. I try to get back to everybody. My Instagram is crazy right now, so but I try to get back to people, and I do get back to people. If you need me, I'm there. I got connections to all kinds of facilities, you know.
Brandon, right here in the middle.
My man.
At the press conference on Wednesday, you were asked how you saw the fight finishing, and you said boots in ground and pound. Basically exactly like you called it. So
yeah.
What was it about Sabah that you saw that this was how you were going to finish the fight and followed through and did it?
I mean, I know how hard I train. I know how hard I train for this, and I knew I could wear him out. I knew I could wear him down. And that's just how I saw it, just in my mind's eye. That's what I saw. You know, if I would just think, without thinking too much about the fight, if I would just think about it real fast, that's what my mind saw, you know.
And we saw you in LA 6 years ago, and it didn't go your way.
Right.
The Paul Daly fight.
Yep.
How much sweeter is it to be able to come to a place where you have lost before and be the big winner this time and exit the cage?
It feels good. It feels real good, as you can imagine, man. It's awesome. Yeah, a little bit of redemption.
And so you mentioned your mind's eye. What does your mind's eye focus on next?
Oh man, I want to get home to my family right now. You know, get home to my family, get some stuff straightened out at the house. You know what I mean? And then whatever's next is next. You know, whether it's a top guy, whether it's going to be a title at 170, whether it's going to be a top contender at 170, whether it's going to be a super fight with Dalton. You know, that's whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do, I'm in. I'm in for it, man. This is what I'm doing now. I'm in. I'm all in. I'm committed.
What's up, Brendan over here?
Yo.
I apologize in advance to your coaches. You already talked about Dalton a little bit. We got to talk about him a little bit more. I bear a message from him. He sends his congratulations for winning the fight, but he says he's looking forward to whipping your ass and to make sure you tell Mike Colgan to set it up on your way out. Again, you're pushing for this welterweight belt, but
Yeah.
would it be fun? Maybe one fight, you cut a little bit less weight?
Yeah, I think that would be a fun fight. And I guarantee you the fans would get behind that. And I bet you Bellator would get behind that. Look at my coach shaking his head back here.
No.
Yeah, they're saying no.
Come on.
We'll see what happens. That's up to
Brendan, what did you
Bellator.
weigh tonight?
198.
Liar.
182. 182. All right, I'm small. All right, I'm not as jacked as I once was. You know, I get on some creatine or something. You know, get nice. Are you allowed to take that? You are. You are. Fucking are. Yeah.
Back in June, your last fight, we spoke about how some people, they go to beaches, they drink Mai Tais on their vacation. Your vacations are coming in, getting in a cage and fighting
That's
it out
it,
with
man.
another
Yeah.
man. Now you quit your job.
No, I didn't know.
You didn't quit your job.
No,
but you
Monday.
took an extended break from.
We back Monday. We're back Monday.
So you're
We
not-
got a big job in Manchester. We got to finish, man. And they got, you know, we got to go well. We got to go well, man.
I know you love that union
Yeah,
money,
well,
but do you
baby.
think on this title push you might
Has
have
to
to
go
focus
well,
more on
baby.
the fighting?
We'll see what happens, man. But right now, Albert's probably here. He probably flew in from Connecticut to smuggle me back. Got my welding over with him. I told you that. He's gnarly, dude.
Last one.
No breaks.
100% finish rate.
Yep.
Great statistic to have. How are we celebrating this big victory?
So get some McDonald's and then, you know, it's probably it. Go back to the hotel. Try to get that weight up. 182. I got to get up to what do I got to weigh to fight Dalton, coach?
205.
205. Ooh, a lot of Whoppers.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's not McDonald's. A lot of Big Macs. Daddy. All right, I'm out. That's it. All right.
Thank you, Brendan. Yeah. Good stuff, please.
Thanks, everybody.
Great job.
Scared the shit out of me. That's scary.
Guys, good stuff. Brett. Don't stop. One more. Brett. I'm gonna wait till you're rolling. You got it. How you been? Just take it with you? No, it's all yours. Johnny Edlin. Here's Johnny. Here, I did. Yeah. You got one, right?
Jimmy, you good?
Yeah, right.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Jimmy?
How you doing? Got some dark fights? Oh,
Yeah.
Grace's fight. How's it going? Is anybody watching or not?
There were 4 fights left.
No, I'm saying Neiman Gracie's
CBS
fight.
card started.
You
Yeah,
guys
not
not
sure.
Yeah,
Not
no one's
sure.
really paying attention. Huh? I guess I'll have to watch that one back. But
Neiman's winning.
question, Neiman's winning? All right, nice. Third round? All right. Let's get this started.
Johnny, congratulations on the win. Talk to me about how you're feeling. That was a tough fight.
Yeah, it was tough. First round was tough. After that, kind of, took my, I just did what I wanted to do with him. I started pulling away, just like I do with any other fight. He's the only guy to really beat me the first round because 2 judges gave him the first round, so hats off to him. But after the second round, after I dropped him, it was all downhill from there for him.
It looked like you said something to him after the decision. Is that what you were pointing out to him, that he was the first guy to...
Yeah, I think I pointed that out to him, and I said, all respect, thank you for fighting in the cage with me, and he's a cool dude, good guy.
Talk to me about this moment, too. We had talked about it before the fight, being on CBS, being on the Fedor card, but I feel like you probably gained a lot of new fans tonight. Do you feel like that you were pretty happy with that performance in that regard?
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the performance. I'm very critical of myself, so I'm gonna watch it back, and I'm gonna pick at it and see things that I could have done better. There's definitely things I could have done better. I got hit. Like, I don't want to get hit. The suplex probably could have been better. I'm just playing. That was a pretty good suplex. I could have been a little bit more exciting in a couple of the rounds, but sometimes it's a 25-minute fight, and I got a good gas tank, but, you know, I'm just trying to go out there and win fights and be exciting, and I'm going to nitpick when I watch it back, and I'll get better from it.
I know after your last fight, you kind of said, you know, I'm the best middleweight in Bellator, and,
Yeah.
and it kind of got misconstrued as you saying I'm the best in the world.
No, I think I'm the best in the world now. Yeah,
That's what I was
it's how I'm training, how much I'm getting better exponentially. I think I'm the best in the world, like hands down.
Thanks.
Hey Johnny. Hey Johnny, great win tonight.
Thank you.
Spoke to Chael's son during media day, and he compared you to some of the greats in the game, like Cain Velasquez, like Junior Dos Santos, and he said something about your team. They said it's just something that you're doing over there at your camp that they haven't seen before. Can you speak on exactly why you're the human cheat code and why you changed your name from the previous one?
Well, it was a funny story. When I was training and sparring, I pull off some like crazy shit in sparring, and King Mo was like, "Man, I'm gonna start calling you the human cheat code." And this was like when I was Diamond Hands, because I knocked some dude out. It was like a whole like thing with Crypto. Crypto was huge, and Diamond Hands is like holding through whatever. But anyway, I ended up changing it because Big John announced like, we need to start calling you the human cheat code because you're just like damn good, you got it all. So I'm just rolling with the punches, picking up nicknames here and there. This ain't the last nickname. It's gonna keep changing. But yeah, I have the best team on the planet at American Top Team. My coaches, the training partners. I appreciate you, Dan. You gave me basically a playground to get better, and I appreciate that so much.
And then one more thing, you know, Scott Corker over at Bellator likes to do super fights. Would you ever entertain moving up to challenge for that 205 belt?
Dude, I'll do whatever. I don't give a shit. I think I'm one of the best middleweights in the world. I am the best middleweight in the world. So I'm gonna clear out this division, and then from there on, we'll figure something out. I'll do super fights.
John, back here.